Only 10,000 RPM plus today. I'll try to stay up in first and second gear only. Oh, boom. This is insane, man, insane. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm testing the Kawasaki ZX4RR. This is the third time I'm testing this bike because this bike is a true banger. 16,000 RPM, which is insane. Yeah, this is the third time, but it's the first time I'm going to record it and enjoy this, man. Enjoy it, because I'm going to rev it up to... Oh. Only 10,000 RPM plus today. You saw that? That was a speed limiter. Okay, today I'll try to stay up in first and second gear only. It has 6 gears though, but I want to rev it up to the max. That sound is insane. Well, this was the main reason why I started this channel. Of course, as you know, this channel is called Inline-four, and well, this bike was the main reason, the only reason why I started to record all my all my rides. I think the inline-four engine has something special. You rev it up so high up in the revs. This is 10,000 right now. Can you even imagine just chilling, cruising around with 10,000 RPM when riding a 2-cylinder? I think it's not possible. Yeah, just enjoy it, man. Only from first to second and second to first. That's my main target for today. That will increase the volume, so I have to increase the volume of my voice as well. So if you think why is he shouting all the time and screaming all the time, because the engine is screaming as well. This is insane, man, insane. This bike is something different. I need to change gears because this is not good. I'm already maxing it up to the max revs. Okay, I'm gonna stick in second gear for now. I cannot promise that I will stick the entire ride to second gear, because in a way I have the feeling that it's not really good for the engine and therefore not good for me. But the screaming sound of this bike is, whoa, it really gets your juices flowing straight away. And I'm pretty sure that even the guy in front, because we're driving in a group of 4, he's hearing this engine. He hears this engine revving up to the max. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're 4 minutes in, I think, and yeah, haven't seen third gear yet. Not planning to go to third or fourth or fifth or sixth. I see it as a challenge for today. And up to now it's working. So again, guys, I have to apologize, maybe being a bit too enthusiastic, but being on an engine going minimum of 10,000 RPM all the time, whoa, it's heavy. All right, I will give you some info about this ZX4RR. It came to the market, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, 16,000 revs, which is quite the same as a Formula 1 car, 2025 Formula 1 car that has around 15 to 16,000 RPM as well. This is the same, man. This is exactly the same, and it revs even more up than the ZX6R, and believe even more than the Superbike ZX10R. So just imagine this when only having 77 horsepower. This is the bike with the least amount of horsepower that I've been on this year, but it gives you so much joy. 77 horsepower, only 39 Newton meters. That's not a lot. And the thing is with this bike, we can really call this a mini superbike because it has that aggressive look of the ZX10R. Oh no, I switched to third, sorry. That was just a bad habit. No, we're staying in second. We're staying in second. Challenge. Oh, it didn't succeed my challenge. Alright, just forget that. Alright, so there's an Akrapovic exhaust on this bike, still limited of course due to Euro 5 plus regulations. Nevertheless, yeah, crazy aggressive looks, especially with that Akrapovic exhaust, and 10,000 plus RPM all the time. So I'm pretty sure if you remove the baffle, the DB killer out of the exhaust, yeah, it will be similar to a old school MotoGP 500cc sound, or a Formula 1 car from back then, 2004, 2005, you know, with all the high revs and that screaming sound. The thing is, last year, the first time I've been on a ZX4RR, it had no baffle. So that was the first time introducing myself with the inline-four engine and that crazy screaming sound. So an Akrapovic without a baffle, without a DB killer, and that made me fall in love with the inline-four engine in general. So yeah, 10 minutes in, only first and second gear, and really just a few seconds into third gear, but that was, yeah, getting rid of a bad habit, right? So yeah, this is my mini superbike, my mini Formula 1 car, and because it only has 77 horsepower, you might think it's a bit less, you know, you need more horsepower, and to be honest, do we really need more horsepower just riding these public roads? No, you just want to have fun, right? And now it's easy handleable, and it gives you just as much joy as having 170 horsepower like I had last week riding the BMW S1000R that has 170, and this has, yeah, almost 100 horsepower less, and I'm having just the same amount of fun, and it only costs you around 10k. The crazy part about this bike, because yeah, it's a true racing bike, you know, and being 2 meters tall, you would assume that it's pretty uncomfortable sitting on this bike, but it's okay. It's not like the Ducati Panigale V2S, because that was, yeah, perfect even for me being 2 meters tall. But it's fine. It's truly fine. I've been on the ZX6R as well of Kawasaki. So the super sport version. This is more like a sport bike version, or mini super sport, whatever you want to call it. But that ZX6R, yeah, it was painful. It was a true killer workout. I can't stop smiling or laughing. This is crazy. Yeah, so that ZX6R is not made for tall guys, and this, which is a smaller bike, the 4RR, than the 6R, it's suits me. I can easily ride this for an hour. So yeah, it's not perfect, of course, and I'm going to feel my wrist already, because you're still putting a lot of weight to the front, and then you're leaning on your wrist, of course. So yeah, you're going to feel that eventually, but that's always the case, even with the Panigale. That rev limiter is blinking the entire time. What a crazy bike is this? That ZX4RR is something else. I don't think there's any other bike out there that you can compare to the Kawasaki ZX4RR. It's one of a kind. Being 10,000 plus RPM all the freaking time is madness, truly madness, truly madness. So it has a quick shifter though, but if you're not changing gears, you're not really using it. So it has 6 gears, but yeah, you're only using 2. So why would you pay for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th gear though? Okay, the agility. The fun part about this bike is that it's light, you know. It has, if you look at the lung capacity, it's only 400 cc, but it feels really it has a lot of weight to it, and it doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel as agile as, for example, a Panigale, because that Panigale, you know, the agility of the Panigale is one of the best, and this one feels a bit more heavy and not really controlled, you know. So you can easily steer it in by moving your hips and using your body weight. This bike is made for track, and you can feel that straight away because it really reacts to how you react, and it doesn't surprise you. It doesn't surprise you entering the corner or whatever. Slow corners, it acts the way you expect it to react, and the same with long speedy corners. So but yeah, it does feel like a workout. I'm going to switch it up to 2nd gear because it's yeah it's a pity for all the people living around here. Someone cruising around with 10,000 plus RPM. Ridiculous. I have another test coming up after this one. That's the Ninja 1100 SX. Which is totally different, also an inline-four, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to switch it up to more than probably 8,000 RPM. That will be the max, because you have 136 horsepower instead of 77. So really enthusiastic about this bike, riding it for the 3rd time and learning bit by bit how it really works, riding a inline-four the way you should be riding it. Because the first time I've been on this bike, I thought it was the same as a 2-cylinder, so I switched up gears 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was like, where's the power? I know it's only 77 horsepower, but come on, where's the power? And now I know. So yeah, using this bike, I think as a feeder series for the British superbikes. I think it's called the British Team Cup or something similar to that. So young guys and girls riding these bikes and moving up to yeah, to eventually sport bike, super sport and British superbike. And I have to say, it's a bit heavy, you know, only riding it in first and second gear. It's a bit heavy and unnecessary as well. So, you know, I just wanted to perform this challenge because the first 2 times I tested this bike, I was changing up to the higher gear so easily, and now I wanted to limit myself only first and second gear, so you can really understand how this bike works and what its full potential is. And now I know. Oof, fingers are a bit done after putting in all the heavy work. That sound. And this is still Euro 5 plus limited. Oh, I really wanted to ride this bike without the baffle, but probably every police car seeing me, passing me, will say, come over here. Nah, this doesn't feel right, we're going to fine you. We don't even have to test it with a DB test or whatever. No, you're going to be fined straight away. That sound deserves a fine, yeah. And when they give it to you, you just accept it proudly. Like, yes, I deserve a fine because this sound is too insane. Yeah, these are the circumstances that you really want to have a mic connected or connected close to the exhaust, so you can really experience what I'm experiencing right now, and also all the people around me, what they hear, because you see all the heads turning, you know, when you pass, and that's all because of the sound, the vibrations, and it's a really screaming sound. You don't hear that quite often anymore, right? Alright, I'm gonna shut up for 5 minutes, enjoy the environment, enjoy the bike, and enjoy the sound. See you later on. Yeah guys, we're back. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Yeah, I'm gonna give my ratings for this bike, and I can assure you they're really good. Yeah, of course, this bike, like I said from the beginning, from the get-go, this is a true banger. It gives you so much joy riding it, so much adrenaline. It's a really good bike if you're sorry, back to second. Bad habits. If you're really into sport bikes, super sport, super bike, whatever, just racing kind of bikes, you know, and you still want to be on public roads, this is the bike for you, the best bike out there to give you that true superbike experience without having superbike crazy amount of horsepower, because you don't need it. These are public roads. 77 horsepower is enough. Just have fun, but keep it safe, and that's possible with this bike. So comfort wise, I'm 2 meters tall. I do have yeah, some pain in my wrist and fingers, of course, but that's because it's a racing bike. But if you look at my knees, it fits perfectly. Brakes are good. Yeah, steering also really well. Yeah, I have to say an A+ for comfort wise, but excitement in its segment, you know. This is a small super sport, a really tiny super sport with only 400cc long capacity, but 60,000 RPM is insane, totally insane. Old school Formula 1 sound, especially if you remove that freaking baffle out of the exhaust. That's not the case today, but nevertheless, this bike deserves a #1 spot for excitement, #1 spot, and therefore I'm going to give it a 9.5. 8+ for comfort and 9.5 excitement. This bike is a banger. Alright guys, thank you for watching, man. See you later. Cheers.